Hello guys, this is your favorite MC Yapstar, and today I want to be giving you a point-based comparative analysis between Everybody Loves Jenifa and Alakada, Bad and Boujee. These are two great movies that went to the cinemas in December 2024, and enough time has passed now, and it is enough for analysts to bring these two movies side by side, analyze them comparatively based on the point-based system, and declare who the winner is. Don't get me wrong, these two movies are great movies, and they've been making enough money for the producers and the owners. I'm talking about Tony Abraham and Funke Akindele. They are making the bag. In fact, Everybody Loves Jenifa is pushing towards 2 billion, while Alakada is gearing up to hit 1 billion at the box office. But far above that, so many people have been divided about these two movies, in terms of quality, reception, and production. That's why I've taken it upon myself to analyze these two movies after seeing the two of them repeatedly under some key parameters, and that's what I want to do today. But before I proceed, kindly subscribe to my channel, switch on the notification so that you can get notified anytime I drop an interesting episode like this. So the analysis is going to be a point-based one, to compare the two movies, and at the end of the analysis we are going to be doing some calculations, computations to add the points that accrue to each of the movies together, and with the total of each total of the points that is allocated to each of the movies, a winner is going to be declared. Don't jump the gun, don't declare any of them the winner yet. Let us go through the process of analysis, and at the end of the day we are going to do the calculation together and declare one of the two movies the winner. So like I said, it's going to be point-based. It's going to be on a scale of 1 to 10 based on 6 parameters. So like I said, I will evaluate them based on key parameters such as storyline, acting, humor, production quality, cultural relevance, and audience receptions. So we are going to be using 6 cardinal points, to judge. And I'm going to be rating them based on these 6 points. You know that the two movies are humorous, but definitely one will be more humorous than the other. So, like I said, each category will be scored out of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. And I'm going to be giving detailed explanation for giving each movie the score that I deem is good for that category. And at the end of the day, I'm going to tally the scores and declare a winner. So it's not to pitch them against each other, it's just a sincere analysis, an innocent one, based on my knowledge and my experience at the cinemas. And it's not to pull any of the movies down. They are both great movies, okay? So let's get the show on the road. So first parameter is the storyline. When I'm talking about storyline, I'm talking about the plot and structure of the two movies. So for Alakada, I'm going to be giving Alakada, Bad and Boujee 7 out of 10 for this one. And the reason for doing that, is not far-fetched. The movie, the storyline is great. It's about a girl that pretends to be wealthy, sophisticated, to fit into the society. The storyline is very interesting and entertaining, as we all know, but it is always predictable. The series are always been following the same pattern, exaggerated scenes and the like. So this one actually really lacks depth compared to the other ones, and that's the reason why I'm giving it 7. The plot is fun and engaging, but it feels repetitive, like the same storyline all over again. And this one lacks originality compared to the previous series, like I said. So I'm giving it 7 out of 10, which is generous. And for Everybody Loves Jenifa, I'm giving it 9. And the reason is not far-fetched. It is also part of the popular Jenifa franchise, it follows the hilarious misadventure of Jenifa, a former rural girl that is navigating a modern life, This particular one, the storyline is well structured, mixed with comedy dramas, there is a balance between humor and meaningful messages about the societal issues. So that's the reason I'm giving it a 9, based on that analysis. The own plot is more layered and impactful, with a stronger emotional core and better pacing, unlike Alakada. Alakada is also fun and engaging, but it's no repetitive and it doesn't have that originality around it. So for this category, Everybody Loves Jenifa gets 9, Alakada gets 7. Let's move on to the next parameter that I'm going to be using. Acting in terms of performance and characterization. So this one, Alakada gets 7 again. Tony Abraham did well. He delivered a great performance as Yetunde. The comedic timing, versatility. But some of the supporting actors in that movie were underutilized, and nobody can actually recollect most of what they did in that movie. It is not memorable. So that's the reason why I'm giving it a 7. Tony carried the movie, but the other artists did not come with their A games. So it didn't show enough it didn't show enough depth. It lacks depth. And for Everybody Loves Jenifa, it's again 9/10. Funke did well. The cast also did well. We are talking about Fowles and some Layi and all other guys. They did well. They delivered their roles well. They came with their A game. It is an impactful movie. Their acting was consistent, and they assembled the movie well. So that's the reason why I'm giving it 9 again here. So let's move to the next one. The next parameter is the humor. The two movies are humorous, but definitely one would be more humorous than the other. So for this category, let's see who takes the prize. For Alakada came out strongly in this category, so I'm giving it an 8. The movie relies heavily on slapstick, comedy, exaggerated situations which are funny but can feel over the top at times. There is an extent to which you can be funny before it starts getting awkward. So for this category, I'm giving it an 8. The comedy, the physical humor and the likes, I wasn't feeling it. For Everybody Loves Jenifa, again, I'm giving it a 9. They did well with their humor. The film is more nuanced, blending slapstick with witty dialogue and situational comedy. It's not like the physical humor that we saw under Alakada. And the mannerism of Jenifa, as she has become popular with, is also impeccable in this series of Jenifa. And for that reason, I'm giving it a 9, because it wasn't monotonous. It was varied and clever. There was a balance in the humor. I'm moving to the fourth, and that's production quality. I'm talking about cinematography, sound editing, and the likes. For this category, who do you feel is going to win? Well, don't guess. Let us delve into it. For Alakada, unfortunately, I'm going to be giving it a 7. It didn't come correct in this category when it comes to cinematography, sound, and editing. The production quality on its own is decent. They used great locations and costumes. However, the cinematography, the sounds, and everything would have been better. It would have done more when it comes to cinematography and the sound. The production in those areas made them lose some vital points. Where the visuals were appealing, but the technical aspect was found wanting. I think going forward, you should pay more attention to that aspect. For Jennifer also didn't do as great as one would expect, so I'm giving her an 8 in this area also. Although she didn't do well, but at least her own cinematography and sound and editing was a little bit better than Alakada in this area. The soundtrack complements the story well also. So they got it right, but they could have also done better. Their technical execution was more refined, and that gave them that slight edge over Alakada. For the fifth parameter, that is the cultural relevance, social commentary and authenticity. In this area, let's see, I'm giving Alakada 7 again. I think it fell short in some areas which I feel she should look into going forward. The movie touches on things like social climbing, materialism. It is relevant in Nigerian society. However, it was too superficial. It lacked depth. It didn't really go deep. It was too good to be true, something that you feel is not really possible, but it's happening in the society. But I feel it was too superficial. They didn't dig deeper. So it's culturally relevant, but they didn't add much meaning to it, and that made that movie lose some points. For this particular category, I give this guy Everybody Loves Jenifa 9. She got it right with the gender roles, education, and societal expectations. So, most of the time, I can really get it right when it comes to passing a message across with her movies. So she did well in this one also, and that's the reason why she's earning another 9 in this category. Also, the film also resonates deeply with the Nigerian, that's why many accessibility. It wasn't limited to the Nigerian reality alone. It cuts across, it's multicultural and it's international in its view. So that's the reason why I'm giving it a 9 in this aspect. So to the last parameter, which is the reception, audience reception, box office reviews, and the likes. We've been hearing so many reviews, seeing so many reviews after the movie hit the cinemas. So based on the reviews I've seen online, I graded them and I'm giving Alakada a 7. And the reason is not fast-fetched. The movie is performing well in the box office, at least based on our antecedents. But the reviews are mixed, as you would expect. Some fans actually enjoyed the franchise, and some people felt it lacks originality and depth. And you can't blame them. Maybe they are too used to the Alakada franchise and they are getting tired. And for this category, and for this reason, I'm giving it a 7. The commercial success is there, but the reception remains really lukewarm. But for Jennifer, you can tell by the volume she has done in terms of sales and revenue, you would know that the reception is better, at least compared to Alakada. It's almost touching 2 billion. If that doesn't send a message, it at least shows that people are receiving it well and they are not as critical towards it as Alakada. The Jenifa franchise has come to stay. It's not like a global phenomenon, and it's like something synonymous to Akindele. I don't know how she was able to build that image and a brand around that franchise, but she has created a huge supply chain around it, and it's evident in the outing of this one. The last time she went to the cinema, she had 1 billion. Now she's almost hitting 2 billion. Well, kudos to her. Both audience and critics responded positively, and the combination of the two actually made the movie a standout one. So at the end of the day, we are done with our analysis based on the 6 parameters. Now, let's go to the summation of the points that each movie gained at the end of the day. So overall score for Alakada, she had 7, 7, 8, 7, 7, 7, bringing a total to 43 out of a possible 60. And for Everybody Loves Jenifa, she had 9, 9, 9, 8, 9, 9, and a total came to 53%. 53 out of a possible 60. She did very well, and from these two, you will know that both of them still have enough room for improvement, and I hope if they get to see this, they are going to look at it holistically with a clean mind, an unbiased view, and pay attention to all the issues I raised and work on it going forward. So, the winner, as you would expect now from the summation here, is Everybody Loves Jenifa. She won based on some critical things that the producers put into consideration, which were lacking in Alakada. So with a total score of 53, Everybody Loves Jenifa outperforms Alakada and Boujee. In most of the categories: storytelling, acting, humor, production quality, cultural relevance, and the audience reception. It's not of my doing. It is based on critical analysis that I did, and like I said, this is not to label any of the movies bad or the other one better. It's just based on my point of view and critical thinking. I may not be totally right, and I also believe that I'm not totally wrong. It's just down to analysis, and it is coming from a place of sincerity and love to urge them and encourage the two of them to be better at what they are doing. And I hope that if they put all the issues I raised here into consideration, their next outing at the cinema is going to be superb and mind-blowing. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this point-based comparative analysis between these two great movies. They are still doing well, they are still showing at the cinemas. If you have spare time and spare cash, don't hesitate to go and watch the two movies. I strongly recommend the two of them. They are great bodies of work, and I commend the two producers, and I hope that they continue to go bigger and higher. Thank you guys for watching this episode and staying with me till now. Before you go, kindly switch on your notification, subscribe to my channel so that you can get notified anytime I drop another interesting episode. Till we see again, bye.